Welcome back, everyone. This is going to be our final video episode on our Challenger build. It's already all done. I was out of town, we got a little bit carried away, and right now we're going to show you all the little bits and pieces that we had to finish it to get it to this point, which was the electrical problem that we were having. We got the scoop, the stripes, the bumper fixed, the wheels got painted. So here it is. Here's what we had to do to get it to the 100%, and we're gonna do a giveaway. So make sure you guys stay to the end of the video to see what that is. All right, guys. We thought the camera was filming, but it's so hot here today. It wound up overheating and turning off on us, and we didn't notice it. But here's what the stripes are coming out like. So it's not quite what we had in mind, but it's still coming out awesome because we wanted to have all these stripes fit into this area, but with these lines and everything, it was just nearly impossible. We've never done this before. So this is how it's going. It still looks amazing. I think it's gonna just give it, nice look, custom look to it. And we got the roof started here. Basically, we're using this tape here, and it has like a fishing line, dental floss, something in the middle of this green line. Once you put the vinyl on there, you basically take this and you tear it up, and it cuts the vinyl exactly where you taped it down, and then you just peel off what you don't need, and that's it. Yeah, and the other thing I want to mention is that we're just basically eyeballing everything, using a tape measure as much as we can everywhere. It's turning out really good for a first time of ever doing this. But I think once the whole thing is done, the stripes on the roof and on the trunk, it's just going to look real good. It's going to give it that custom look that we're looking for. Also, we got the problem resolved with all those things not working in it. This is what the BCM looks like, and I don't know if the camera will show up, but basically that green stuff in there, and there's some there, that's corrosion. Water was getting in there. We actually had this opened up. It looks exactly the same on there, and basically some of the contacts and everything got corroded, and they just weren't passing electricity, and that's why those things weren't working. I'm glad that we could figure that problem out. That way we can keep building this Challenger until it's done. Alright, guys, so we got that missing piece that we were missing, figured out why the bumper was sagging. We got that piece in there. That did exactly what we needed to do. Now it stays exactly where it needs to be, so that's good. We got the stripes put on there. The hood turned out good. The roof didn't quite turn out that good. We wound up, the film wasn't quite big enough, so we just stretched it, but as you can see right here, where we stretched it, it started peeling back, so we ordered some more film. something that's a lot bigger, so that way we don't have to stretch it, so we can put it on there. So we're going to redo these. The ones on the trunk are good. So basically we're just going to redo the ones on the roof, just because we had to stretch it and it didn't turn out that good, so we ordered some more so we can get those done right. Also, we still got to paint the wheels, and we are painting the wheels because, like this one right here, you can see all these scuff marks and everything, so we got to paint these. We can't just leave them like that, and all of them have it, and it's a lot easier and cost effective for us to just repair these and paint them versus replacing all the wheels on them. Then we're going to take it for a test drive. We've just been itching to drive it. We've been moving it around the shop, just little short distances, so we want to drive it, see how it behaves, see if there's anything loose or if we can hear anything, just overall get a feel for it driving down the road. So let's take a test drive. Alright guys, let's start her up. Our driveway is pretty bumpy, so this usually gives it away the very first as soon as we're driving out, if we're going to hear anything in the suspension, if anything's loose. So far everything's feeling nice and tight. I'm going to take it a little slow to the end of the street. Alright, the transmission's shifting nice and smooth. Obviously going to need an alignment. We did replace the suspension. But otherwise the engine's running smooth. The tranny's shifting like it's supposed to. Definitely need a backup camera in this car because you can't see anything out the back window. I'm going to give it a little gas, see how it does. She's a fast one. Alright. Brakes are working good. Alright. I think we got everything nice and tight in there. I didn't hear any noises, nothing unusual out of the ordinary. Obviously gonna have to get an alignment done on it. Alright guys, the other thing that we forgot to point out, I think this is a great touch to it. We got rid of the Dodge sticker on there and just put the shaker on there. I think that's gonna really tie it, because I mean that's the big deal about this one, is it is a shaker, and instead of having Dodge, you just put the shaker on there. So I think that looks really cool. Alright, so the next part is we're gonna get this up on the lift. We're gonna get all these wheels taken off. We're gonna take them to the local tire shop and have them pop the beads so that that way they can get the tires away from the rim, so we can tape them up and get those painted. Alright guys, so we're getting ready to paint the last of the pieces for the Challenger. So let's take a look at what we got. So we got the rims themselves. We took them to the tire shop and we had them break the bead and take the tire away from the rim. And then we just back taped it and put plastic over it. And the reason we're doing it this way is because freshly painted rims, when you try putting, if you completely take off the tire, when you're putting it on, it's gonna get scratched up. So we do it this way, that way we can take all the tape off and just inflate it and it'll pop up and it won't scratch anything and they'll be perfect. And also today we're going to be painting 3 different colors. The rims are going to go the charcoal color, the shaker scoop and the ring are going straight black, and then our shakedown edition emblems that we printed, those are going red. So we're going to use a little mini gun for the emblems. We're going to start with the red, since this one actually travels the most and everything. So we're going to get those painted, move them off to the side. Then we're going to paint the rims, which are charcoal color and have a metallic in them. We'll paint those, and then we're going to paint the gloss black stuff last, because it's just a straight black and we don't want any of the metallics flying in the air and landing in a straight black paint. And then once all that's done, we're going to put everything back in the middle and clear everything. Alright guys, we're back here the next day. We got the rims painted, the shaker scoop, and the wheels themselves. And after we put the first coat of the base coat, we liked how it looked so much that we wanted to leave them satin. So what we did was, on the second coat, we just added hardener to the base coat and we sprayed them. And I mean, I think they turned out phenomenal, and it's actually a really close match to our stripes that we put on the car. We also got the shaker scoop painted with the ring and everything that we repaired. Everything turned out real good. Real nice aggressive look. I really like it. Alright, and we also got the emblems painted that we made. We painted them red. They dried overnight, and then we put some black paint in the middle of them. And these are gonna go right there like that. Alright, so let's throw these wheels on the car and see what they look like. Alright guys, so we're in the final stretch. We just got little details left. We got the shaker sticker that actually goes on the underside of the hood. We're gonna get that on there. All the emblems, and then also we ordered new stickers for the emissions and for the AC, basically to bring everything, when anybody opens the hood, everything looks like it was factory, like it was never been in a wreck. So we're gonna get those on, give it a wash, and I think the only thing that will be left is, once the film comes in, to redo those stripes. Then it's 100%. Alright guys, now that the Challenger is 98% done, the only thing we got left is those stripes. Unfortunately, there's only one guy that we bought them from, and he's the only one that has this vinyl and in this color. So we're still waiting on that vinyl, but otherwise we got the alignment done, everything checked out perfect, so we're going to take it for its first test drive. Alright, and before we go, thought this was pretty cool. Figure show you guys. On this has an app for performance pages, and it has basically a time slip for if you're at the drag strip. Has different gauges: coolant temp, oil pressure, battery voltage, intake air temperature, trans temp. Even shows you G-forces if you're going around corners, and then also shows you current, horsepower, torque, what gear you're in, basically all the necessary information if you're at the track. And it has the same thing here on the cluster. It has all the different, even has braking distance. I mean, it has a bunch of things that it keeps track of. And lap history, top speed. That wasn't us, but the guy that had it before us, 121. So I'm sure it'll go a lot faster, but that's what this guy had it at. So let's take it for a drive, see what it does. Alright, so we took our first test drive. Car ran amazing. It drives straight, no noises, no rattles, just perfect, exactly how it's supposed to be. And here's our finished product. Let's take a walk around and just see how everything turned out. That SRT bumper, man, night and day difference between the RT and the SRT bumper. Super happy with that we decided to go that way, especially the fact that it's not that much more to get the SRT versus the regular bumper. The stripes in the shade and everything, you can't really tell, but here when the sun hits it, you can really tell that it's a different color, exactly what we wanted. It's just subtle, but at the same time when the sun hits it, it pops along with the red stripe and everything. That scoop, also I think it was a pretty good decision that we decided to make a gloss black versus the matte that it came from the factory. The emblems turned out real good. The wheels, also, it was on the fly decision. We're originally going to make gloss with clear coat, but then as we were painting, we decided to leave them matte, and I think that was a pretty good decision. Go along with the whole theme. We got the calipers painted red to go along with our theme also. The interior, I mean, speaks for itself. It was a little bit of an investment, but I think it was well worth it. Turned out just incredible. It fits the whole theme. It pops out and gives us that custom look that we're going for. Our bumper that we painted, the roof that we painted, replaced. Everything is just looking amazing. Everything looked good in the shop, and out in the sun it really shows the quality and how good everything turned out. So super happy with this. Even the quarter, the runs, if you guys remember, we had a couple of big runs on here. Everything came out. Everything looks like a mirror now. Also little extra details. I mean, this shaker emblem there, the shakedown, the stickers, everything just ties in. Everything ties into the theme. Everything complements each other, and I think it just turned out real good. Alright, so we're done with our test drive. Car performed amazingly, exactly how it's supposed to be. Runs and drives great. Now we're back at the shop, and the next part, we're going to do the price reveal on what this car cost us, what the parts were, and basically the overall totals. Alright, so we're going to start off with the car itself. We got this car for $4,300. But as you guys remember from the first video, it was a pretty scary looking thing. It was hit, and on top of that, it had water damage to it, so that'd probably explain the real cheap price for it. The fees and delivery, basically Copart fees and the delivery charge, was $700 bucks. The headlights, or headlight, was $250. The air intake, which comes with the scoop and that whole assembly there, or I'm sorry, not the scoop, just the cold air intake, the Mopar one. We actually found a pretty good deal on Facebook for $200 bucks. Radiator support was $170. The knee assembly, which is the suspension that we replaced on it, was $400. The one rim, because one of them was bent, so we had to get another rim, it was $150. The front quarter, the whole section that came with the apron, the rail, the front clip, basically, that we got that for $300 bucks. The hood was one of the most expensive parts because it is the shaker. We had to get that from the dealer. It was $1,500 just for the hood itself. Each fender was $170. The roof skin that we replaced, that was $300 bucks. Then we have the front bumper, the SRT bumper. Like we said, it wasn't that much more expensive than the RT. Altogether, it came out to $800 for the whole bumper, but just the plastic fascia piece is $318. The absorber was $88. other miscellaneous bumper pieces were $200, plus all the different grills and everything was another $200. So altogether, if you guys were planning to or want the SRT look for your regular Charger or your RT, it's about $800. And when we originally got this car and we were looking around on eBay, they were going for $1,800 on eBay, and that's aftermarket. Basically the exact same thing here, and when you can go to the dealer and get that for $800. I mean, we buy quite a few pieces from the dealer, we get a little bit of a discount, but still, $800 versus $1,800, you're better off going to the dealer than getting it somewhere online. And then the interior, basically the 4 seats, the 2 fronts, and the rear seat, and then the inserts for the door panels, those came out to $1,200 for our upholstery guy to do that. It's a little steep, but I think it's well worth it. Really makes the whole car come together. Plus the guy embroidered with the shakers on there. I think it was well worth that money. Plus there's a bunch of other miscellaneous little plastic pieces, other little pieces here and there. But for the grand total, this car wound up costing us $11,900. That's not including our labor that we put into this car to get it to where it is now. And we estimate, again, you know, some shops might be cheaper, some shops might be more expensive, but we estimate the frame, basically the frame time to replace the apron, get the rails exactly lined up, basically get everything lined up, the metal work, the roof skin, the quarter panel, the door, all that, we estimate about $3,500. And then there's quite a bit to paint on this car. It's basically the whole front end, the whole driver's side, the rear bumper, and the roof. So basically the only thing that didn't get painted was the door and the quarter and the trunk lid. We estimate that about $3,000 for that paint job that we did on it. So all in all, it wound up costing, if let's say you guys bought the car, bought all the same parts, did all the same stuff, but had a shop do it, it would come out to about $18,600. So about 19 grand if you were to buy it from the auction the way it was and have a shop fix it and you guys buy all the parts. But overall, let us know in the comments if you think it's a good deal, bad deal, okay deal. Let us know what you guys think. And this car, we already did the rebuilt inspection on it. The last little thing that we're waiting for again is the vinyl to come in so we can redo that. And we're going to be posting this up for sale. We're going to be asking $22,900 for it. Alright guys, and just like we promised at the beginning of the video, we are going to be doing a giveaway. Also, we got another set of these Milwaukee bits. So if you guys want to get entered to get a chance to win one of these, we need you guys to be subscribed to our channel, like this video, and comment in this video below. Then if you have all 3, if you subscribed, liked, and commented, you get entered in a chance to win those bits. And we are going to be doing the giveaway in about 2-3 weeks, depending on how the time goes. Make sure you guys catch our next projects. We're going to be doing the giveaway most likely in the Subaru that we started, so make sure you guys catch those videos. We'll be doing the giveaway sometime soon. Alright, well, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching our videos. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on your post notifications to catch our next projects that we're going, and we'll see you on the next build.